What's up, guys? Today's edition of Ash or Trash, we are reviewing the Tatuaje 20-year anniversary. The anniversary edition that we're reviewing today is also named the Grand Chasseur. Today we're gonna kind of kick it back how we started this channel off. I've been kind of going off the wall with things about the companies and rambling off, and I managed to make a 48-minute video without even realizing it. So we're gonna kind of go back to the basics of what this channel is supposed to be, which is review. In today's video, we're reviewing the Tatuaje, and this cigar is something I believe only had a handful of. There's a place I typically go to that always carries these, but for some reason it's just never really hits my radar visually or any other aspect. I already cut the cigar. I'm not trying to hold you guys up like I did last video. I do apologize once again. But something about this cigar stood out to me because the person I go to when it comes to me filling up what I have behind me, which is my humidor, he's the type of person that tells you how it is. I told him, I got my review channel. I need something that I'm gonna enjoy and the people who are watching can enjoy as well. He recommended me 3 cigars. 2 of them I already reviewed on the channel, which was the Matapa, the Night Commander, and he recommended this cigar. So I thoroughly enjoyed the Commander. The Matapa was very interesting. We'll see how this cigar actually goes. And the cool thing about the cigar too is the bottom part is closed. It's a closed foot cigar. I actually really enjoy and love cigars that has closed foot. The reason why I love closed foot cigars is because the wrapper has its own distinct taste. When you take the first puff of the cigar, not only you're getting the binder and the filler, you get the intensity of the wrapper for the first 2 to 5 puffs, which is a unique thing to do with cigars, and I just enjoy it. Let's just get into the review. The aroma I get from the wrapper, it's just wood and earth, like manure. That's all I'm really getting. Like, yeah, that's all I'm really getting from the wrapper. Just wood and manure, or earth, mushrooms, however you want to describe it. Let's just go for it, and I'll tell you more about the cigar in a couple seconds. All right, look how I want to see if I could try to attempt this, so you can see how the foot burns. Now that the foot is toasted, there's a little sweetness to it. For me, I'm just getting a lot of just cedar and earth. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of cedar and earth. I already hear your questions. Oh, Rick, you're giving us the taste notes. You're giving us aroma, but you didn't tell us the wrapper. You didn't tell us the binder. You didn't tell us the filler. Relax. Tranquilo. Tranquilo. I got you. With this cigar, and kind of ironic that I did review the Matapa and the Night Commander because the factory that actually makes the cigar is the My Father factory. So it kind of correlates all together. So the person who I went to get you guys content suggested me basically everything from my father, which is something that I actually do appreciate. I never experienced much of the my father lines. That's why it's great to be close with your local owners, because when you're a local and you're a constant return customer, the owner does their part. They get to understand their returning customers' palate and choices. I've been going there for years, and he noticed I never went for these lines. So I truly appreciate the fact that he suggested something that I never experienced. So support local businesses. You catch my drift. But let's get into the details of the cigar. It's broken down in 3 parts. Actually, I would say it's actually broken down in 4 parts or 5 parts, depending on how you think about it. 4 parts if you consider Vitola as 1 part. If you don't know what Vitola is, it's basically the size of the cigar. So the size of the cigar is broken into 2 sections. That's why I'm saying 4 or 5. You have the length, and then you have the ring gauge. The ring gauge is where you basically take your puffs from. With this cigar, I'm gonna say 5 components to make it easier for you guys to understand. The 5 components is length, ring gauge, wrapper, the filler, which is the ash part you see, and underneath this wrapper is a thing called a binder that's holding the filler together. So let's break down the 5 components of the cigar. First off, the Vitola is a Toro. Standard Toros are about 6 inches in length. One company might have it at 6 1/4. One company might have it 6 3/8, and so on and so on. But typically a Toro has a length of 6 inches. This cigar has a length of 6 inch and 3/8. The ring gauge of the cigar is a 54. And then you have the wrapper of this amazing cigar is a Ecuadorian Habano. Lastly, both filler and binder are Nicaraguan. Hence the name you see right here, Esteli. You don't know what Esteli is? That's actually a city in Nicaragua, most famous for their tobaccos. If you ever picked up a cigar that the wrapper, binder, or filler states is from Nicaragua, there's a high chance that Nicaraguan blend is from Esteli. But yeah, those are the 5 components of the cigar. Ooh, has a little nuttiness to it, almost like, obviously I know I'm an infant compared to those who are enjoying this content, because typically people who enjoy cigars are people that have more mature mindsets, or they're just mature themselves, and it's something that requires a lot of free time to do. Typically people my age don't really contribute to this community as of yet, because we're all busy with stuff. You know, a lot of people are still working the 9 to 5s, or people are trying to open, operate businesses, and they don't have the luxury that I have, which is give you guys videos like this. But the people who are watching, the reason why I'm mentioning this, because this is cereal. I know they still sell it, but I don't see much people talking about it, and I haven't had it in years. The taste of the cigar kind of gives me like a honey smack, like the cereal. It has a very honey smack component to it. Yeah, I'm gonna say a honey smack. It has the components of like some type of caramel sweetener to it, with has that woodsy taste, has an earthy taste, has like, I don't know, it's not caramel. It has this component with the taste notes that gives me that sweet rice taste. Yeah. It tastes like a honey smack to me. Okay, Rick, you broke down the cigars. You told us the wrapper, the binder, the filler. You told us the Vitola, the length, the ring gauge. What's the MSRP of the cigar? Well, the MSRP of the cigar, it is $14. That is the MSRP, market value of the cigar, which is not bad. This is their 20th anniversary. Tatuaje came to be in 2003, and they released this cigar in October of 2023. So for their 20th anniversary, they released 2 variations. This one is the Toro variation, or the Grande Chasseur, however you pronounce it. I am ignorant. For this variation, it is 14 USD, while the other variation is 13 USD. Now that all the information is done, let's only focus on the review and not make this video 48 minutes. I don't know, something about it reminds me so much of Honey Smack or even Pops. I get like a cereal note from this cigar. Definitely not honey nut cereal, but I get either between a Honey Smack or Pops. Okay, the aroma you get from it, so from the smoke itself, you get more of the leather and earth from the actual. No, you see it coming up, as you see right here. That part is predominantly the wrapper being burned. When you take a puff, you're taking a puff of everything combined together. This is majority the wrapper being burned. The aroma I get from it is mostly leather and earth. But combining everything together gives you this cereal style cigar. So guys, I'm gonna do what I typically do, and I'm gonna go on a little break, and I'll come back if I notice anything different. If nothing changes, you know, I'll go towards the outro and break down if it's the ash or trash. If there's any changes, then obviously you see me in 2 seconds talking about, I taste this. This is different. Okay. So far, the cigar has been consistent, and the main flavors and aromas I'm getting are those from cereals. I haven't gotten anything different yet. So I'll catch you guys in a couple seconds and let you know my thoughts on the rest of the cigar. What's up, guys? I am back, and I'm halfway towards the end of the cigar, and nothing changed. It's just been consistent. It's not a bad consistent, but it's been the same flavor consistency the whole entire cigar. And I would not personally say this is a trash. I would give this something I'm starting today. From now on, from this day forth, I will be having a grading system from 0 to a 10. 5 and below are trash. 6 and above are ashes. I'm gonna give this cigar a 6 because the flavor notes are okay. It's tolerable. It's consistent. It's not a bad taste. The combination of the wood, the sweetness, the leather, earthiness, it's pleasant. But it's not outstanding. It's not something that I'll feel like this is the best cigar I ever had in the whole entire world. This is most likely like an everyday type of cigar where you're not focusing on the flavor aspect. You're just having it just to have it. I wouldn't say get a box of these. I do want to congratulate Tatuaje on making it 20 years, but if this is a 20-year anniversary, it's kind of underwhelming in my opinion. It is not a bad cigar. If those flavor notes is something that you guys prefer, then give it a try yourself. I'm going to give this cigar a 6. Therefore, it is an ash, but it is barely making the cusp. Reviews are 100% subjectives. The flavor notes in it are things that I find in very basic cigars. Like I said, leather, woodsy, earth. That's usually the bare minimum you get from cigars. But then you have other aspects that brings out more of a profile of a cigar, which would be chocolate, coffee, creaminess, nuttiness, pepper, all that kind of stuff. This one has no pepper. This has no spice into it. It is just I just feel like it's more of a generic cigar where it just has the standard baseline flavors. Would I smoke it again? Meh. If it was gifted to me, I would smoke it. This is something I would not actively seek out, but it's something I would not mind having if I'm just like doing my thing as an editing, or I'm outside by a campfire, by barbecue, hanging out with people. I wouldn't mind having this in my pocket just to have it. It's not something that is revolutionary or very original, in my opinion. So I'll give this a very bare minimum ash. Since I am more than halfway into the cigar, typically cigars that do flavor changes, they will either do it in thirds or they'll do it in halves. I'm more than halfway into the cigar and nothing has changed. So I'm just gonna leave it as a very minimum. I'll give this a D+ passing. It is not an F. It's still something I could smoke and it's not bothering me. It has a flavor at least. I'm gonna end the video off there. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any recommendations of cigars you want me to review in the near future, this channel is still in its infancy. I reviewed countless of cigars back in the past in my old channel, but those videos does not exist anymore. So I would not mind revisiting a whole bunch of cigars. If you were a Sticks and Fire fan, or if you were a Leaf Kings fan and you follow me over here, if you remember some of the cigars I reviewed back in the past, if you want me to redo it again for this channel, let me know which ones you want to see. But if there's cigars you have not seen me done any yet, if you want to know which ones I reviewed in the past, I posted some pictures on my Instagram, which will be in the description. And I also post stuff on my Twitter. If you want to go through my social medias, go right ahead. Also, join my Discord. I have a Discord between me and my friend Innocent that we're trying to get active again. So join my Discord. We'll talk about cigars there. I'll probably do nights where I hang out there, and you could probably hang out with me. Join my Discord. Make it active to give me a reason to actually hop on and have a hangout with you guys. That's one of my goals for 2024. But as always, guys, I love your face, and I'm out. Peace.